it can be hard to choose a language to study. So many people in the world speak English. So many people coming to the United States speak Spanish. And so many people talk about China and the growing importance of Mandarin. But have you considered the benefits of learning French? French is an international language spoken on all continents. It is spoken in many countries around the world, not just in France. In fact, there are 300 million francophiles, French speakers, on the planet. And after English, it is the most commonly taught second language in the entire world. By the year 2050, some people estimate that the growing French-speaking populations in Africa could make French even more widely spoken than ever. So why do you think French is such a popular language to learn? Well, first, there's the beauty of the language and its culture. The sound of the language is amazing. Someone could be talking about doing the laundry and it would still sound beautiful.
Les habits de sport, chaussettes, tout ça, ça neutralise super bien les odeurs.
And then there's the culture. French music, from opera to techno to rap, is popular around the world. French art, Monet, Seurat, Degas, just to name a few. Everyone loves French food, too. Steak frites, coq au vin, crepes, pastries of all sorts, and macarons. The world wouldn't be the same without French fashion. Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Dior, Hermès, Givenchy, Louboutin. And of course, French philosophy and literature. France has earned 15 Nobel Prizes for literature, and the fables of La Fontaine, the stories of Victor Hugo and Saint-Exupéry, the thoughts of Albert Camus and Jean-Paul Sartre are famous around the world. If you enjoy movies, you can attend the Cannes Film Festival. You can enjoy movies by storytellers like François Truffaut or Louis Malle. French culture is so rich and deep, your knowledge of French makes you seem sophisticated. You can order in a French restaurant, take a ballet class.
Plie means to bend, and this can be a demi-plie or a grand plie, which just means small bend and big bend. Then moving on to our jumps. You have your sauté, and sauté means to jump, because that's what you're doing. You saut de chat, which is the jump of the cat. And ballet class usually ends with this big, beautiful leap.
And impress your friends. Of course, the career possibilities are endless. French arts, fashion, and culinary careers are popular with people who speak French. But have you ever thought of international finance, medicine, law, or marketing? Being able to speak French and expand your reach to other countries pushes you into a whole other category and makes you stand out as a job candidate.
Hi, I'm Sarah, et je parle français. I fell in love with French when I started studying it at the age of 12, and I'm able to use it at my job today. Currently, I'm a senior analyst at Anheuser-Busch InBev, where I work on exports to some of our various markets throughout the world. I was able to get a job immediately after graduating from university because I studied a foreign language in addition to my business degree. Knowing a foreign language is becoming more important now than ever before. Businesses are recognizing the value and importance of hiring individuals who are able to speak a foreign language. That's because they bring with them a greater sense of understanding, awareness, and flexibility. That's why I encourage you to learn another language, or 2, or 3.
You can work for international organizations like the United Nations, the State Department, the Red Cross.
Les hommes réagissent en niant cette réalité. Ils disent que ce sont l'affaire des femmes. C'est pour cela que nous allons continuer en tant que volontaires à faire une sensibilisation pour qu'un jour,
no matter who they are or what side they're on, we treat the sick and wounded.
Being an organization which is very neutral and impartial, that's what we do. So it's spontaneous. You don't even have to think about it. Anybody comes with emergency, you take them in, no question.
Or the Olympics. Plus, so many interesting people speak French. Famous people.
C'était un rêve pour moi faire quelque chose en français. Et je savais pas que ça arriverait dans un grand film Hollywood comme ça.
Merci pour être ici. Je suis tellement content de parler avec toi. À la prochaine. Hein?
Le président Obama et moi-même sont résolument engagés à accroître sans cesse davantage le succès.
Dans le premier film, Pepper, elle est très mignonne. Elle est toujours en train d'aider Tony avec son travail.
Ma famille, c'était des journalistes et ma grand-mère, elle était la propriétrice du journal de notre village.
Quelle est la plus belle ville du monde?
C'est difficile parce que j'adore Paris et je reste ici à Paris. Je dis Paris.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Mitt Romney et je suis président du comité d'organisation des Jeux olympiques d'hiver.
La technologie nous a amenés à un stade, par exemple, nous avons des relations virtuelles, rien à faire, on ne peut pas aller en arrière.
Today, learning French is easier than ever. You can learn French from organizations like the Alliance Française. There's one here in Winnetka, and there's one in downtown Chicago. You can even learn from your own home using online resources. There are multiple video series and blogs on YouTube. There are apps like Duolingo, Mango Languages, Rosetta Stone. You can even use tutors who will meet with you online in a virtual connection, speaking to a live person anytime and any place that is convenient to you.
Hi, my name is Jérôme.
There's italki, FluentU, Live Lingua.
I'm a linguist. I've been studying and teaching languages for the last 6 years in France and in Mexico. Ma passion pour les langues vient essentiellement du cinéma et des voyages. Je pense qu'elle représente une formidable opportunité pour découvrir d'autres cultures, trouver le travail de ses rêves et rencontrer de nouveaux amis. I would like to help you to be a member of our big French speakers community. To do so, I will adapt my classes to your needs. Conversation, writing, vocabulary, or business. And make them interesting by talking about cultural aspects you cannot find in books. French to take back. The vast majority. Entonces, cuando empezamos.
My name is Sarah Janice. I'm a brand manager for Venus at Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble is the world's largest consumer goods company, and they have a huge, amazing portfolio of brands. Things you've heard of like Tide and Downy, Gillette and Pantene, Swiffer and Mr. Clean. I work on a global brand. Venus is available in multiple countries around the world. As the brand manager, I'm responsible for really understanding who our consumer is and making sure I delight him or her every day. So that means I need to understand consumers not just in the US, but consumers in Russia and England and in China. So what that entails might be a day of consumer research. I might be in a focus group or walking with the consumer as she shops or visiting her home to really understand what her habits are and what her desires are. And also, I love that it's very global in nature. I love being able to not only work with international consumers, but even internally. I get to work with my teams around the world based in different countries. There's not a lot I dislike about my job. I feel really lucky that I fell into a role that just suits me very well, and I come to work really energized every day. If you're interested in a global career, you should really think about focusing on a few key things. One is to take international languages or courses that focus on the world in some way so that you can really broaden your horizons. Another thing would be to study abroad. I think it's the best way to learn about the world and prepare for any career. But most importantly, I think you should follow your passion.
While I was in university, I met my friend who's from Egypt, but he's also Armenian/Belgian. And being that he's part Belgian, he speaks French. And I was like, man, this is a cool language. Let me learn this one too. And then, well, for the last, I'd say 6 months, I've been learning French. So yeah, that's kind of my story. It's just random kind of set of coincidences that led me to where I am today. But yeah, don't get me wrong, even though languages wasn't always in my head, I do have to say that learning languages has probably had the most profound impact on my life versus learning anything else. It's insane, and it's really, truly enriched my life for the better. And man, believe me, I had so many crazy things happen in my life because I know these languages and through learning them, through studying them. And I will share with you the stories and also some videos and pictures as well, but I'm gonna leave that to the end of the video because right now I want to address, some of the tips and tricks that I can give you that I've learned through, years of teaching myself languages and just stuff that can generally help you in your endeavors. My memory isn't too good, honestly. I probably forget a lot of the really cool things that kind of made me appreciate language learning, but I just have to say that when it comes to language learning, it clicks after a while. It definitely is hard in the beginning, but there's going to be, if you keep at it, if you keep going with it, you're going to thank yourself for the rest of your life, because not only does it get easier with each language, but you'll be learning French, and one day you feel like, oh my God, I can actually understand most of what people are saying, and it's one of the best feelings. And to be able to multiply that, have that happen multiple times is just something that I am very grateful to have the opportunity and grateful for having done. So if you are looking to learn a new language, or you're kind of maybe down in the dumps right now, you're kind of not motivated, you want to search for videos to kind of motivate you to get back into it, well, I hope you do get back into it because it's enriched my life. I'm not stopping.